Hey there, Sovereigns. Monica Grace from cardreadingqueen.com here. Today's reading is going to be Why Did My Twin Soul Betray Me? And so before doing this reading, I'm already feeling a very heavy energy. I just want to let you know. I did choose the decks based on that. So this deck, the Power of Surrender cards, this is a new deck for me. I actually haven't even opened this deck, so I'm going to be unboxing that for the first time. And I do kind of a there's no reason to go into that, so I won't. I have the Tarot Grand Lux deck here for the masculine, the Vice Versa Tarot for the feminine. I don't think I've used this deck before, but when you see it, it's basically got images on both sides, and the deck is effectively, one side is the upright, one side is the reversal. I'm not going to use it that way, but I just want to let you know. And this is a very cool deck. I highly recommend this deck, actually. It's probably one of my favorites. I don't use it in tarot readings for my channel that often so far. And then I'm going to finish up with the Conversations with Counterparts deck from my good friend Susan Dawn. You can find her at Susan Dawn Spiritual Connections here on YouTube. Okay. Energy is very heavy. Okay, so we're gonna get into this. Why did my twin soul betray me? And I have no idea what's gonna come out of this, because yeah, I don't know. I was called to do this today, and I think it's, you know, this is gonna be the last reading that I post for February, aside from the zodiac readings, which are going to come out right at the end of February. I'm kind of cutting it close there. This is going to be the last one I do for the channel in February because the month is short. So it feels like we're ending on kind of a heavy one, but I don't know, it's just the one that I've been called to do. Okay, so enough of my rambling. I wanted to let you guys know that there is going to be a semi-personal reading, sometimes called an extended reading, to go along with this. And that reading, if you want to grab it, you can go to cardreadingqueen.com/2020 readings. The reading is part of a bundle of readings that is all the 2020 readings for the Card Reading Queen channel. So you can get the bundle. It's a very low price for a bundle. And I don't know if the price is going to change, so I don't say it on the video, but it's very low price right now. You're going to get 50 situational readings throughout the year. There's already at least 7 or 8 posted. Then we also do zodiac readings every month, so that's another 12 readings per month. So basically it's a ton of extra content. It's a low price for the bundle, and then if you want, you can even do a payment plan. So there's like I think it's like a 4-month payment plan on that. And so pretty much no matter what, if you are watching this video and you want this bundle, there's really no reason that you wouldn't be able to get it or to afford it, because there are a couple different options. So in addition to that, I just want to say that, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and get into the reading. I do have a little bit more to say, but it'll come out, I think, through the reading. So anyway, if you want to grab that, it's cardreadingqueen.com/2020 readings. And so today's reading is going to be tapping into the situational energy of why did he betray me? Or why did my twin soul betray me? It doesn't have to be the masculine. And we're pulling overall energies right now. Just to clarify, when I say situational energy, it's a little different from cosmic energy, and it's a little bit different from collective energies. Those two are very time sensitive and have to do with, cosmic energies has to do with the astrological movements, where the planets are, where the stars are. Collective energies has to do with what's going on in the community and what's going on in the collective, what's healing in the collective. This is a situational energy. So this is just tapping into the energy of the situation of why did my twin soul betray me? And when we do that, we are able to, basically this is a more evergreen reading than some of the other ones. If I were to do like a cosmic or collective reading, which I do those on my channel as well, because there's value to that as well. But this is a really specific type of reading, so you can actually watch it at any time if you are experiencing betrayal in your twin soul union. All right, so let's ground into this energy. Again, it's still feeling a little heavy, so I'm kind of going to take my time with this. All right, so on the masculine side, surrender to receiving support and love, and surrender to rest and sleep. Yes, this feels true. All right, so yeah, what's going on here with this betrayal piece? The masculine is pulling back from this twin soul union right now. And he's doing so because he's overwhelmed and because he is struggling through some self-esteem issues, and just experiencing a lot of fear. So there's a running aspect to this. So the betrayal, I'm getting the sense that this betrayal is, it's not necessarily on the masculine side, but if the masculine is experiencing betrayal, it's really betrayal of self is what I'm getting. If he is the one doing the betraying, I would say, it's that he doesn't see it as betraying. He actually sees it as trying to, like, he doesn't realize he's running away is really what it is. He sees it as trying to close things out, or he sees things as closed out, and he doesn't intend to have, this back and forth, hot and cold. He's not intending that. He's really trying to cut off the communication, the connection. He's basically running away from this connection, and it comes down to two things. He's overwhelmed, and he doesn't feel like he deserves it. So he's working through some self-esteem around this love. Now, on the feminine side, we have surrender, procrastination, and surrender to trust. So this betrayal is interesting. So, not really what I was expecting on this side. So basically, this betrayal is that the feminine is betraying herself as well. And the people around her are saying, why are you chasing this? Why are you waiting for this? Why are you holding yourself back from life in order to create space for this person? Why are you putting up with this? There's a lot of energy from the feminine's community about, why are you doing this? Why are you letting him do this? Why are you letting this happen to you? Why don't you respect yourself enough? Why don't you love yourself enough? And it's a little confusing for her because she feels like she does respect herself and does love herself, but she's just understanding this connection on a different level. So she's doing her healing. She's doing her active healing right now. And it doesn't feel like waiting for her. It doesn't feel like lowering herself. It feels like she's holding space. It feels like she's sending love. It feels like she is extending forgiveness. And that's how it feels to her, but she's getting messages from around her that she's doing something wrong. And because of this, I think she's just pulling back from taking action right now. She's kind of letting the situation play itself out, still doing her active healing, but letting the situation otherwise play itself out. All right, let's go deeper into these energies. Again, this it feels heavy. Just trying to be honest, it feels really heavy. So we're gonna go to what's going on the masculine side. What the feminine might be seeing from the masculine right now. What is the feminine seeing from the masculine? Yeah. She's seeing a lot of I don't want to say immature energy, but a lot of confusing energy. He's saying things like, I'll always love you, but I can't be with you. Or he's showing things like, I'm not interested, but, you know, he's sticking around. He's offering his friendship. He's spending time with that person. He's showing interest, even though he's saying he's not interested. There's an immature energy here around emotion. So he's really sending some mixed signals to this feminine. And he's not doing this on purpose. He is doing this because he is confused. So when you are confused on the inside, you're going to project that confusion outward. So that's what's going on here, is that he is genuinely confused. He's not trying to toy with anyone. He's not trying to hurt anyone. He's just trying to express himself out loud and in some sense gain clarity by expressing his feelings. We also have this Eight of Cups. It looks like he's walking away in many senses. And it feels like he's walking away. And it constantly feels like he's walking away, trying to shut that door on this relationship. Trying to look away from these cups of love. What's happening here, though, is he's walking out the door, but he's not shutting it behind him. He's not knocking over these cups. He's still got these cups standing. And it feels like very in and out, hot and cold for the feminine. She's experiencing it in a very frustrating way, and it's that he's not sure of this inside himself, and he's just not able to close this door either. So what's going on behind the scenes with the masculine? We're going to look at what he knows that he's not communicating to his feminine. So there's the Lovers, of course. He knows that this connection is real. He understands this connection. He is trying to run away from this connection because of these self-esteem issues, because he doesn't ultimately feel like he's good enough for the connection. He doesn't feel like he deserves the connection. He feels overwhelmed by the connection. He feels like he needs to take a break from this connection. He needs to take a break from working on himself to become the person that would be worthy of this connection. That's what he is experiencing in his mind. That he needs to go work on himself, and then maybe someday he'll be worthy of this. Now we have the King of Wands. And we have the Six of Wands. Really two sides of the same energy, two sides of the same coin. There's a lot of victory, focus, structure, attention, goals. He has he's accomplished something outside of this relationship that, well, he's proud of it, but also that it's like he wants to go deeper with that, whatever it is. Could be a career, could be another relationship, a new child, a new project, a new opportunity, a new hobby, something. He's feeling very good about something that he has accomplished in the physical, and he wants to keep going on that. And he feels a conflict between that and this, his ultimate lover, his twin soul. He feels that conflict, and it's not necessarily, normally when there's that conflict, it can be a very physical thing. Like a relationship, for example, like another relationship with somebody else. That would be a very physical thing that is in conflict with being with his twin soul. But this is actually, I'm getting that it's not a physical blocker. It's actually an energetic blocker. So it's like his energy is tied up somewhere else, and he wants to put the energy that he has into that something else. Actually, and I'm also getting that he may have to put that energy into that something else. So maybe it's a requirement. Or in his mind, it's a requirement. So like he has a new job, but he has to put all his energy into it so that he can maintain his mortgage, or so that he can maintain child support, or so that he can maintain whatever else, rent, lifestyle, anything. So it's not that this situation is in conflict with the twin souls on the physical level. It's that he needs the energy, that he needs to put all his energy into that thing right now. And he can't offer it to this connection right now, even though he knows that the connection exists and that it's real. We're going to go to the feminine side, see what's going on there. Sorry guys, this energy is it's very heavy right now, so that's why I'm just feeling like really like very there's like a strictness to what I'm experiencing right now, a strictness to how this energy feels. Okay, so right now for the feminine, here's what the masculine might be seeing from the feminine. He might be seeing that she's okay, that she has everything she needs, that she's wealthy, that she's abundant, that she's living a happy life without him. So he might be thinking, she's better off without me. She's doing well without me. She doesn't need me. And it's true, masculine. She doesn't need you. She wants you. The desire to be needed it's a wounding, actually. It's a wounding because that neediness is, it's a thread of codependency. If you want to be needed, then you have some thread of, neediness or clinginess going on right there. So, and that's okay. I'm not saying any of that to, like all of that is okay. It's okay to be where you're at. It's okay to feel what you feel. Being in your truth is going to be the first step to moving through whatever you're feeling. The masculine has this wrong to some extent. So she is in a good place. This is the Queen of Pentacles. She is in a good place, but it's not what she wants. She wants to be the King of Pentacles. So if you were to turn this around, there would be, let me see. Yeah. Here you go. The back of this card, if you were to turn this around and look at her throne, you can see that it's scratched up, it's worn, it's exhausted, it's broken. There's a broken column back here. She's putting on a show is the result. And it's so funny that I've been drawn to this deck specifically, because how else would this card even be here? This is the only, I own over 20 decks, 20 tarot decks, and this is the only card that has that imagery on it. So for the masculine, what you are seeing is, it's a facade to some extent. So yes, she's in a good place, but underneath that, it's this worn, exhausted throne. She's hiding this wounding back here. All right, so then we've got this Ace of Wands, and this is the Two of Wands. So this is the feminine. She's looking out. She wants to make that step or make that change, but it's very much one foot in, one foot out. This is a very traditional look for the Two of Wands as well. So you can see in the Rider-Waite Tarot, the imagery is that one of the wands is stuck to the wall. So you can see it's, you may not be able to see, but this is bound to the wall, this wand. And then the other wand is in the character's hand and pointing outward because they want to go outward, but they are stuck. They've got something stuck here. And so this is the feminine right now. This is the deeper meaning of this throne, this beaten and battered throne in the back. Notice how the throne, you've got the front of the throne, the back of the throne. They're still both the throne. It's the same with the feminine. She wants to, you think that she's moving on, masculine. You think that she doesn't need you, that she can walk forward. The problem is one of her wands is still stuck to you, and she knows it. She's not trying to walk or run away anymore because she knows that this is going to be here forever. She can't take this wand with her to some new place. She can't escape this connection, and she accepts that. So she does, what you're seeing is that she does have this one wand. It's pointing to the sun. It's pointing to this place that she wants to go, but she can't go there because she has this wand stuck to the wall still. And that wand is you, that masculine. That wand is you. All right, so what's going on behind the scenes that she knows that this is going on, but she's not saying it? We have the Knight of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Hierophant. Yeah. So what's going on behind the scenes for her? She's frustrated is the biggest one. She, this Five of Swords, it's this energy of having fought a battle or even having fought a war and then looking and realizing, maybe we were just fighting over rubble. Maybe there's no castle that we were even fighting over. Maybe it's just nothing. And she feels this way about this connection. Like she keeps fighting for it, and it feels like maybe she shouldn't be. Like she definitely feels that energy of like, maybe I should just let this go. This Knight of Swords. Now, normally this means, you know, fast moving energy. What I'm getting from this is actually a battle. It's that she has been fighting fast and hard for this, but it's like she doesn't, it's almost like she doesn't really, it's like she doesn't really feel like it's going anywhere, you know? Like these two cards are like the same battle. She doesn't feel like it's moving forward. Yeah, this is really heavy. There's a sadness to this feminine. She's just very tired as well. So we have this surrender to rest and sleep on the masculine side. This feminine is really, really tired. She just is not feeling good about this connection right now. We have this Hierophant. It's like she's willing to stay open to the higher power that sent her on this twin soul journey, but she's waiting for more information. She's waiting for the next step because she feels like everything she's tried is just not working. Like it's not working. She can't get results with it. So she's waiting for that next step. Okay, so there's a lot more to unpack here. I feel like this is not the whole story. I am going to go into guidance because we're running pretty long on this video already. I do just want to say, so I'm going to go into the extended reading, and let me pull up. So what we're going to do in the extended reading, we've got the hidden aspects of this situation of betrayal. We've got what's going on behind the scenes unconsciously for both parties. So what is true for each party, but they are not aware of it on both sides? What does each party want from the other? What do they feel like is missing? We're going to go through the block, what they're not communicating about the block, and what they are healing for that block, how to heal that block. And then how to move forward and some final guidance. And so if you want this semi-personal reading, sometimes called the extended reading, you can get it in the bundle. Go to cardreadingqueen.com/2020 readings. Okay, so I'm gonna go, if you're not going on to the semi-personal reading, that's totally fine. I'm gonna go into the conversations with counterparts. Last guidance, some messages. I chose this deck specifically because I know it's just the right vibration for what we're talking about, and I think it has some good messages in it. So I really wanted to kind of end the reading with some loving messages from the counterparts. Okay. So from the masculine, I'm just going to read these. I think the message will be so clear. We have please don't give up on us now. That's a direct response to these two cards of just exhaustion from the feminine. No words can ever do this feeling justice. The masculine knows. He knows that he knows what this relationship is. He understands the counterparts. He doesn't have the communication to express it, his understanding of it. I need time to reflect and expand. This message goes along with these two cards, which is interesting. I just realized that on this side, these two cards were like the same energy, and on this side, these two cards were the same energy, same place as well. All right, let's go to the feminine side. What do we have for the feminine? Feminine to masculine, you're my safe place. You stole my heart. There's a energy of injustice here. So this is the betrayal that the feminine might be feeling is really just, it feels like the masculine stole her heart and then kind of just left it there, like did not return it to her. And that's what she's upset about. It's not the heartbreak. It's not the heartbreak of the situation. It's that the masculine was everything to her. It's that she understands that she has no way to move past this relationship. Not really. She can forgive herself. She can forgive the masculine. She can move on even. But this wand is always going to be here. It's always going to be here on the wall. She's bound to it. She knows that she's bound to this relationship. And she feels betrayed by that. She didn't set out to love this person with the belief that she could never move on if they broke up, or if they started to have challenges, if they started to hurt each other. She didn't. It's like it's not what she signed up for, is kind of what the energy I'm getting from that. The last message is, don't lose your faith in me. This could be a message for just some of the collective, in the sense that the feminine betrayed the masculine, and he's trying to give up on her. It's like the energy is the same on both sides. It's like they know that they're connected, but they are pushing the other away. And that's where the betrayal comes from. The betrayal comes from the running. It's not from the heart. It's from the fear, if that makes sense. The betrayal isn't coming from they want this for themselves, either side. The betrayal is coming from, and it's not coming from a place of they don't love each other. The betrayal is coming from the place of deep fear on really both sides of moving forward with this love. And so the betrayal and the physical, it really means nothing. It's like, I don't want to say just let it go, because I don't know what the betrayal is for your situation, but there's like this energy of like, the spiritual energy that I'm getting is like, look, this is an illusion, this betrayal. It's an illusion. The person that's doing this betrayal, and it's an illusion that is rooted in society as well. So it's like society is the one telling this these counterparts that one betrayed the other. The betrayal is an illusion of this feeling that actually they both feel bad. Like both counterparts feel bad with this betrayal. The betrayal didn't make one feel good and the other feel bad. It made them both feel terrible. And I'm going to do a video about this at some point, but I've been reading more about the mark of Cain. And the mark of Cain, the idea behind it is that if you put this mark on somebody, then anything that you do to that person would come back to you sevenfold. So if you, cut off that person's hand, let's say, it's kind of like a dark example, but let's say you cut off that person's hand, that pain that they experience is going to come back to you sevenfold. So that's the idea of the mark of Cain. What's happened though for these twin souls is that it's actually the same thing with this betrayal. And I'm going like way too long on this video, but I just want to finish explaining this. It's the same thing. When one twin soul hurts the other, that hurt comes back to them sevenfold. So it's like the two twin souls, they have marks of Cain on each other. And when one hurts the other, it just hurts the one just so much more. So that's not to excuse any behavior, certainly not. And nothing in this reading is to excuse any behavior, but I just wanted to share that with you, because you have to understand how this connection works energetically. And it's that when one betrays the other, that pain is just coming right back to them. And it's very painful to hurt your twin. Very, very painful. All right, so I am going to go into the semi-personal, and we are going to dig more into this situation. So I apologize that if there wasn't enough information about this situation. We're going to go into that in the semi-personal. I hope this reading was helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful and blessed day.